All right, so in the last video, I showed you how to find MIDI files on the internet and import those files into Pro Tools. You just drag them in, it's pretty easy. And then I showed you a method of how to go through and find what we think the part is supposed to be. And in this case, we're going to concentrate on this bass line. Now, we've identified it using Mini Grand, but that's not really a great plugin to use for it. It's not a good sound for a bass. So instead, I'm going to click the dot here, and I'm going to change my plugin. And, you know, there are a few options, but I'm going to go with Expand. Of all the air instruments, I think Expand is my favorite. It's the most versatile. And I'm going to go to my factory preset menu, and I'm going to go to basses. And we can choose between basses or synth basses. I'm going to try to stay kind of close to the original. You don't have to do that. It's up to you. And I'm going to get like a fretless bass maybe. And let's see how that sounds. And all I did was change the preset, and now we have a different sound. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's a little too low. I think it should be an octave higher. I could go through and move every note up an octave, or I could do it a couple of other ways. I can go here to my transpose controls, and I could put this up 12 half steps. There we go. That's one way I could do it. I could also go to my edit window view selector and choose to show my real-time properties. And this is another column that opens up. I'm going to enable the TRN button. That stands for transpose. And I'm going to transpose it up 1 octave. Same effect. And this is handy because, you know, if I switch patches, maybe the next patch, it won't need to be up an octave, and I can just turn that off. So I'm just going to go through these patches, and I can either keep going to the menu, right? Or I can simply click the plus right here and the minus to navigate backwards and forwards in the patch library. Like that. So you can see there are a wide variety of options. I'm just going to stick with this octave worker's bass here and see what it sounds like with the transpose button turned off. Maybe even up 2 octaves. Or 3. I think we'll stick with 1. Now, once you have a sound that you think you might like, you can sculpt it further by using the smart knobs. And I demonstrated this in a previous video, but it's worth revisiting. So we have 2 hard pick basses. I'm going to turn B off. And I'm going to smart knob A. And, you know, maybe we can sculpt the sound a little bit more. I like that a little bit better. I'm going to turn B on and see how they sound together. Yeah, there we go. So you would go through and do this for each track. Put an instrument on, choose a preset, or if you don't want to use presets, create your own patch just by tweaking the knobs and buttons and other parameters. And but the key is to find good sounds for every part.